chapter 10, I believe. So that's what I got pulled up. Going on. Okay, yep. Working pretty cool.
So honky.
Got it. Damn it.
Chapter 11, right? The caption guy is based.
No, it's chapter 10.
Yeah, I think I had to check the last video. Yeah, it was chapter 10. The they them pussy one.
Oh shit.
All right. Anyone want to start, or should I just start it off?
You started off. I can go second.
Okay. Well, Jerkamedes, more like Jerkoff-Amedes, said Lenny before blasting him with his penetrator, causing his innards to become outards and die. Hajime, who was sitting next to Lenny, noticed a pool of blood under him. Dude, Lenny, don't beat your meat in the car, said Hajime. Actually, that was me. Sorry, said Rat Bitch. Wait a minute. I didn't know we were in Detroit, said Man, noticing unnamed city was in ruin, with several evil-looking OCs wrecking havoc, starting fires, destroying buildings, and adding more Fire Emblem characters to Smash. There's a lot of handsome guys around here. I wonder why they didn't get kicked out like us, said Shaq. Nibba, it's 'cause our nega versions, my Nibba, said Etika. What? Asked Terry. Negars, said Shadow. Whoa, Shadow with the hard R, said McFrizzle. I don't know why I sound like Sonic with that. Okay. They're like us, but not. From another dimension, it seems. I think we're with Nega Eddie. This could be bad, real bad, said Spencer. Like the Hulk Hogan. All right, fellas, we're gonna need need a disguise if we don't want to get noticed by these goons, said Man as he dug through his costumes to find some other OCs. Wazah, said Groom, who was drinking some alcoholic chocolate milk. Aha, these are guaranteed to let us slip right past them undetected, said Man as he pulled out exactly 290 Hulk Hogan wrestling masks and the entirety of Hulk Hogan out of his suit. I haven't eaten in 5 years, brother, said Hulk Hogan, decaying away like a Thanos snap. Don't worry, guys. I almost thought that was Caillou there. I don't. Fuck it. I think the bald really gave it away. Don't worry, guys. I could give us some extra subtlety with this new invisibility gear I had some pharmacist guy add to the Shaq mobile. Just push that button, Etika, said Shaq. All right, Nibba, said Etika, pushing the button labeled Not See. This then caused the Shaq mobile to shapeshift into the gorilla from Beast Wars, thus alerting the Horde and being extremely nega subtle. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know why it was labeled like that. It actually turns out the Shackmobile into a giant gorilla version of Optimus Metroid Prime Rib. Okay, maybe we should walk for this portion, said Terry, as everyone then quickly got out of the car and stayed away to not attract attention. I'll just put this in here now, said Spencer, putting his taco stand in a different dimension for storage. But look guys, look, the Yuck Yuck Hut Ultimate Classic Hut, said Wario. Let's fucking go, said Hotel Luigi. Stick with me, folks. What is this?
I think it's some like propaganda from World War II.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were
But
looking at
we purely just put it in because that guy looks funny.
That's
yeah,
that's very
when we
valid.
were writing the story, a lot of the times when like I couldn't think of anything to write, I would just like look at stupid images on Google Images and just kind of paste them into the doc in the middle of it. And
Yeah,
I think this might have been one of them.
This is Caillou now. Feel old
this
yet?
fucking Caillou got big ass ears. Wario, Waluigi, Wally-E-G, and Dark Louise were all combing their pompadours while slowly walking down an alleyway and wahing rhythmically. Stop right there, criminal scum, said Nega Sporticus. What do you want, you retarded fool, said Wario. Nega Sporticus then pointed to a sign that said, Don't wah. What? This is a load of barnacles, said Wally-E-G. That's 2 life sentences for each of you already, said Nega Sporticus. Okay, here I go. Shoulder bash, said Wario as he ran over Nega Sporticus at Mach 6, demolishing 5 buildings behind him via the shockwave. Damn, the Yuck Yuck Hut looks different, said Shaq. Tender looked at the place and shed a single tear in his eye after seeing it was mostly destroyed. I hope my wallet is still there, said Trump, heading for the bathroom. I hope my horrible personality wasn't destroyed, said SoFlo, running in after him. They both immediately back outside after realizing that super frozen, obese Mauritanian woman DX from Team Robbie story was in there. Hey, I remember that thing. It almost killed me once. Good times, said Vector. The creature then charged at him like a tank from Left 4 Dead. A cold-based enemy? Looks like a job for Frozone, said Frozone. And Greg, you know, 'cause I was stuck in the cube of ice for several years and tell this story. I think I know my way around frozen water, said Greg. Greg started to strum a guitar to the tune of Together Forever by Rick Astley as a battle theme. Get together forever, dickhead, set in Scotland under Section 293 of the Criminal Procedure Scotland Act 1995. A person may be convicted of and punished for a contravention of any enactment, notwithstanding that he was guilty of such contravention as art in part only. There's a new OC, by the way. Do not steal or you will be punished under Scottish law. Scott the law specifically. Freeze, you retarded fool, said Frozone, freezing the obese Mauritanian even more than it was already frozen, which did not do anything in particular. Don't fret, pals. Is that a Persona 5 meme?
What is Team
That
Robbie?
no, the
Oh,
picture.
the Persona 5 meme?
I thought that was
Yeah, that is.
okay. I was like, that looks like Persona 5. I thought I recognized that. Don't fret, pals. Team Robbie defeated her before, and Team Robbie shall defeat that thing again. Team Robbie, assemble, yelled Robbie Rotten. Oh, these are pretty cool bananas, said DK, who was eating a snack somewhere a few meters away. Nah, I'm good. You got this, Robert, said Vector. Fieldger, said Robbie. I love Mondays and I love my homies. Of course I'll help you, Robert, said Fieldger in all his muscly greatness. Fieldger then started beating the fuck out of some ice until it was mostly melted. Wait a minute, today is Tuesday, said Steele. What? Thought Fieldger as he stopped punching and went back to his car. All right, Greg and Frozone, back to you, said Robbie, running for his life. Dwayne exploded and then reformed after 22 picoseconds have gone by. Oh man, this really fixes your back, said Dwayne. I should really try that. My back is killing me, said General Guy, who exploded and then did not reform. You should have gone to the general and saved some time, said Shaq, as a laugh track ear raped over Yuck Yuck Hut's jukebox. Hush then walked in and drank a smoothie, and by smoothie I mean exploding cum. Dark Dwayne, said Dwayne. It wasn't me, I swear, said Dark Dwayne. I'm out of granola mana. I would help if I could, said Eugene. But we just rested at a motel, said Date Squidward Thursday. I was using it on other things, said Eugene. Toby could be seen with a giant granola wall separating him and Amanda. Woo, yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo, yelled Toby. Amanda started eating her way through the wall, but it was just about as thick as biz cheese. Nice try, said Toby. Wish I could do something, but I could only hold the cheese form for as long as I have foreskin cheese, said Not Cheese Cracker as he tunneled into his own foreskin, creating a paradox. Oh, and created a paradox. Sorry, bro, I'm too busy juicing these melons to do anything, said Juicer. Haha, melons, said Gandhi. I'll help you out there, guys. And by help, I mean go hit on some female OCs, said JFK. Welcome to the Brotherhood, said Lenny, Yosuke, and several other dark cloaks. Aye, sorry, lad, but I gotta come fast, 'cause there's a fish to catch, said Irish Fishing Chad. I'll help, but I don't think I've even existed in this story yet, said Tina Fey, who I completely forgot was an OC until this exact moment. I haven't had my daily dose of cretamine, said Cretme, smoking a stogie. Joke about taxis, said Bunu. Greg then pulled out his guitar and used Inspire to give Frozone a +2 modifier for his next turn. Frozone rolled 2d6 for damage, but then Wolf of Wall Street, who he also forgot existed, me too actually, gave him his turn using mana point. Come on, Papa needs a new super suit, said Frozone, rolling a d20 and getting a nat 20 for critical shit. After exactly one bathroom break, he came back and rolled another d20 for a hit for critical damage. It's not that hard, son, said Soldier, pulling out his rocket and getting a crit blowing up the Yuck Hut. And Super Frozen obese Mauritanian woman DX. Kendrick when he gets decapitated for his war crimes, but forgets to say no head. Feel that? Great work, lads. And while you were doing that, I caught myself a snack, said Irish Fishing Chad, holding a humpback whale with his ring finger. Me wallet, I found my wallet, said Trump, giving it kisses. Mwahaha, kissed Trump. I wish he would do that to me. I mean, said SoFlo, but my Yuck Hut, it's gone, said Tender. Cheer up, Tender, when life's keeping you down. Just do what I do, said Lenny. Said everyone. What? Said McFrizzle. Every Lenny OC then lined up for a Barber Lenny something Tet song. The group, now including JFK, then began to sing Enormous Penis as everyone happily strolled to the next location. I don't know if this is gonna... I'm just gonna assume this isn't gonna be copyrighted.
And the gravy train has left you behind.
You'll just have to pull
Then
out
when
the
you're all
channel,
I'm sorry, what?
the fucking copyright avoiding thing.
Yeah. Fuck YouTube.
of
I was
hope
considering
down
doing
at
that.
the end of your rope.
Fuck
And
YouTube anyway.
nobody's there to throw you a line.
If it gets struck, I upload it again. And then if that gets struck, I upload it again. It never
Come on and
dies.
take a walk in my shoes. Never worry about a thing. Got
The hell is this song
world on a
even
string,
from?
'cause
Is this just
I've
a
got
random
the cure
song?
for all of my blues.
I have no idea where it's from.
You just found it? That's pretty
I
good.
take a look at my enormous penis, and
The
my
jam.
troubles start melting away. I take a look at my enormous penis.
I mean, if YouTube does strike this, they're just confirming this song canon.
I gotta sing and I dance when
They
I
lose
dance
either
in my
way.
pants, and the feeling's like
Pretty
a
good.
sunshiny day. I take a look at my enormous penis, and everything is going my way.
Well, you still bugging out Wi-Fi wise, or
I can probably read this one as long as. But if I start to cut out, just let me know and I'll fucking mute and one of you guys can pick up.
Okay.
alright.
Subplot 5: Space Racism. Spacism. SNES. Hey all, SNES here. So, SNES, you ready to introduce today's guest? SNES. I'm ready, Freddy. Get it? Because today's guest is Freddie Benson. Come on out, Freddie Faz Benson. Oh, did that say Freddie Benson? Thought that said really handsome and cool burger ghost chat. So I let myself in and beat up that random kid who was supposed to be the next guest. I shoved him inside the TV. I didn't even know Drew could do that. Very nice. Man, Freddy, you look more fat and bald and dead and German than I remember you being. Come on, man. No need to be that harsh. Well, since we're not half really in any position to fix this at the moment, I guess our guest for this podcast is going to be Beardburger. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you, thank you. This is a nice place you got here. But I should be welcoming you to this episode of the Beardburger Cinematic. Thanks, I inherited it when my grandfather mysteriously got beaten to death by a handsome guy. Ja, ja, that's great, but enough about you guys. I have to talk up more about me. I like this guy's style. Of course, would you mind telling us about how your business became such a success? You keep flattering me like that, and I might just have to offer you a job. But anyway, basically, I killed anyone I saw as a threat to my establishment, and eventually there was nothing in my way. Have I mentioned that I am above the law and have been committing tax fraud and breaking child labor laws for the past 56 years? Hey, I thought I was the only one. Maybe you shouldn't say that on recording. It could probably be used as a confession of guilt. Ooh, I'm so scared of the coppers are gonna give me a life sentence, except I'm already dead, so what do I care? Well, it sure was an unexpected surprise to have you on, but we're just about out of time. So we'll have to wrap this up. Don't you think it's weird that I'm pretty important character, but I'm only in failed side stories? So this is my most important appearance to the public eye? Bet those sheeple don't know about Tobin or Beardbeggar watches suckers fight over green paper. Maybe you just suck as a character. What did you say, punk? Trolled. All right, everyone. See you on the next podcast where hopefully our intended guest will be able to make it unharmed. I should probably go check on Freddy. Image of Bling Bling Boy's nipple.
That's what that is? Oh, God.
Yes. Somewhere in the slightly moist sack, Manowar emerged only to notice that he was back in Unnamed City. There were a bunch of other sacks containing Alka agents around him. Manowar then had a quick flashback to him and the other Alka agents being swiftly defeated by Sagmaster and the other evil scientist OCs. Ah, Portuguese Manowar, you're finally awake. If it weren't for the shitty story structure of this book, you would have been awake earlier. But it's too late to change now. Change it now, said Sagmaster. Behold, my rented U-Haul, said Sagmaster as he was driving a van full of tied up and sacked Alka agents. They were having a sale on BDSM stuff at Megalomarts, said Sagmaster. Something is different about Unnamed City, but I'm sure it's just my context. I'll just have to use the ultimate power of the coconut gauntlet to make me see good, said Sagmaster, snapping his coconut milky fingers. Ah, much better. Now, now I can see that my nose is blocking my view. So to fix that, I'm gonna make my face into a really hunky stud I am on the inside," said Snagmaster, snapping again. Not paying any attention to the road, Sagmaster drove his truck over some negocies. Yeah, Rumsfeld, said Sagma Balls. As Sagmaster and a line of other U-Hauls showed up to Button Corp Evil Incorporated, uh, they noticed some weird guys standing out front. They seemed to be nega versions of both Alka and Evil Scientist Socios. Calamitous, who was still fused with Jorgen, was leading a line of U-Hauls. You will never get away with this, crooks. It's against the rules, said Jorgen. Jehovah's Witnesses. I know how to deal with this, said Jorglamitus von Calagmu. He then followed by calling his Japanese buddy Mr. Shakedown. Come over Came over as soon as I could. My mountain happens to be right near Unnamed City, said Mr. Shakedown. Shake their cheeks down. They're Jehovah's Witnesses, or Gluttony OCs or something. Maybe both at the same time, said Calamitous. Hey, why'd you need to call him to do the shakedown? They're like twice his size, said Jorgen. You say something, Smalls? Said Mr. Shakedown. You are fat IRL, said Jorgen. Shut up, he's gonna shake our cheeks down, said Calamitous. Jorgen had made a makeshift fart noise by giving Calamitous Snag a raspberry. That's it. I'm shaking you downtown, brother, said Mr. Shakedown as he grabbed the fusion of characters by the cheeks and began violently shaking them. No, no, no! Do not shake the baby, said Calamitous out of Calamitous's back pocket fell a funny muffler, a grilled cheese sandwich, and a remote to free all the Alka agents. How convenient. Manowar, quick! Yelled Jorgen. He's a pile of goo that can't walk. I got this one, guys, said Angel Hair, making an appearance to swipe the grilled cheese and funny muffler before returning to see whence she came. Hey, what's this thing do? Said Mr. Shakedown, intrigued by what he had shaken out. Then pressed a button, releasing all the Alka agents. Alka OCs. Suddenly, a pile of goo with legs walked over the group. Who the hell are you? Asked Mr. Shakedown. I am Spanish Woman of Peace, aka Nega Manowar. I've come to politely ask you to stop fighting. That guy's a Jehovah's Witness. Let's get him, said Dyston. Everyone in the group started a huge fight with all the Negos surrounding Buttoncup. Hey, handsome, what's shaking? And I don't mean Mr. Shakedown because he is shaking the fuck out of every baby in the nearest few blocks, said Sagmaster, noting a guy who is not sagging the slightest. I am the shadow of the true self, said Nega Sag. I like your funny words, Magic Man, said Sagmaster. The rivalry begins. And Textile in space, uh, Waluigi, Toots, and RC had been planning their next move. Man, chess is so boring when it's 3D and not in bed, said RC. Toots bonked him over the head with his cane and while he scratched his chin. Quiet, young lady. Toots is planning his next move, said Toots while he ate one of RC's pieces when he wasn't looking. Didn't you guys remember we're supposed to do that race thing? said Waluigi. I love inciting the race war, said Toots. Well, how was I supposed to remember that? We get the least screen time, so our last chapter wasn't even in this doc. No, that joke was way funnier in the Google Doc. Kentucky fried fuckfaces.
Okay.
We're gonna be late if we keep dilly dallying around, said Colonel Sanders before revving up the fryers, which were also the ship's engine. Help on me, get out of here, cried a voice from the fryers. Pay no mind to that, fellas, said Colonel as he was deep frying Colonel Sanders alive. When the Space Journey crew arrived at the site of the MiG-Up 500, they were greeted by a familiar announcer. Ah, it looks like the Space Johnny crew will be joining us for another race. How mediocre, said the Stanley Parable narrator. Moving on then, who else will be joining us in this exciting race? I mean, it's rhetorical. I already know who they are, but you know, said SPN. Before I introduce these Neanderthals, I'd like to remind everyone what the prize is this time around, said SPN as a Jumbotron lit up. Nega Eddie's calzone! Don't let him know we have it or obliterate us all and take it back, said SPN. Now it's probably about now it's probably about time to introduce the participants for our for our returning members. We have the Space Johnny crew minus Johnny, I guess, plus a few randos. You could call them the space crew. Oh, I do tickle my own fancy. And give it up for the returning champion, Quack, said SBN. As for the new arrivals, let's get through them quickly because we know you really don't care about the newcomers. We get Gex in a biz-powered car, Verbalace the beatboxer from outer space, the Tenderloins who have a driver's permit to be here, Larry and Boog from that one store in Fanboy and Chum Chum I forgot the name of, Lord Farquaad from Duloc, this guy with no lips that's just starting to creep me out, Lupin and the boys, literally just a Chuzzle who let that guy in. That that teacher guy in his headphones, Mongdal, the image of Stinky,
Okay, I was
Brody,
wondering
you're
what that
one of
was.
us. From the Phone Brigade announced the announcer. Tune in 2 subplot chapters to see who wins. Yes, it's gonna be a really long read until then. And remember, all bets are final. That means you, Moon Man and Big Nick, Gex, Verbalace.
I see.
I don't know. Are those just the list from the thing? I think that's just the thing,
Yeah.
the list from the doc. We should probably take that out.
No, it's there on
No, we
purpose.
should leave it there. It's funny.
We did that on purpose already.
Also, yeah, I like that it gets cut off with a different stinky image, and then there are
Oh my
four
god,
more
there's
stinky
more?
images.
What the fuck?
There's a lot more.
Oh, Jesus Christ, the rest is just stinky.
You're a vampire.
Sticky is
is
kinda
vampire.
hot. Stinky and
He is
Lila.
kind of hot.
He
I
is
mean,
not
we can
gonna
all
lie.
agree on that.
We discovered the stinky fan base.
The stinky
Yeah,
fandom.
we like encountered the stinky fan base, and I mean, our lives never got better from
Wait,
that.
there's an actual fan base for this.
I guess so.
The Hey Arnold vampire stinky fan base.
Awesome. You can make stinky fan art, write stinky fan fiction. Possibilities are endless. Did you finish this section?
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
there's these two lines of text that are like in the middle of the stinky images. I didn't know if you read that or not, but
It was just leftover like notes from the story that we just decided not to remove.
that's pretty good. Okay, let's go.
Okay. I'll read this one.
4. 4.
4 euro.
4 euros.
€1.
That's the equivalent
Chapter-
of 7 billion Venezuela dollars, just so you know, if you want to convert.
800 kroner.
Chapter 11. The captions guy is based. Bus M, said Bus Mufasa, pushing a bus-shaped button, thus causing the Shackmobile to morph from Golira state back to bus mode. Well, at least I have slightly more breathing room now, said Toby. Not if I have anything to say about it, said Amanda, who made sure she was breathing the same air as Toby to purify it for him. Dark helmet. More like fart smell nuts, dark helmet then suddenly violently erupted and died. Who even was that guy, said it? Phantasma. Lenny then shot her in the stomach with his minigun. I have no clue how these guys keep showing up, but I'm running out of clever quips to say when I shoot them, said Lenny.
Wait, who the
How about
fuck's
next time?
Sorry, who the fuck's Phantasma? Is that Phantasma?
I don't know, but they're dead now.
Okay.
I think it's the main villain from Mario and Luigi Dream
Shit,
Team.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn,
It
that
was,
sounds familiar.
one of Gluttony's characters.
Oh, okay.
If you have,
I mean, if
noticed,
it
we've
would
just
be
been
Gluttony's
killing-
character if he died, so that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, all the characters we've been killing are his character.
It was between that villain and Anti-Phantasma. I just didn't know what the character was.
I assume that's where she got the name.
I don't know.
Maybe.
That's a good question.
Ooh.
Anyway, you can continue.
How about next time you say something like Ragman, more like Cumrag? That would be pretty funny, I think, said Cumrag. Or what about Bernie, more like it burns when I pee? I bet the readers would get a kick out of that one, said it burns when I pee. They were then promptly executed for their multiple war crimes in the country of Bosnia. Bosnian fish are some of the finest ones out there, lads, said Irish fishing Chad. Niggaloo, niggalee, where the fuck is that? That's Denica navigating us to the high school. We're taking that shit back at ASAP, said Terry, sautéing his ball sack in Old Spice. According to this thingy, it should take around 6.5 hours since we have to drive through the newly installed unnamed city desert. And someone keeps poking holes in the tires. Would you stop that? Said Terry. Trouble with the trolley. Get it, guys? Said Helmetor. A picture of literally every OC's reaction can be seen above. Hey, Helmetor, is that Ram Ranch? You better go get a picture with it while we're here, said Spencer. I love ranch dressing, said Helmetor, running out into the ranch and taking pictures. The 18 ranch cowboys then beat him to death for violating the no pictures rule. Aw, man, we have a flat tire. Mr. Waternoose, you got a lot of arms. Go fix it, said Bus Mufasa. Well, Mr. Waternoose then fixed the flat tire and nothing bad happened to him as he got back on. You may live, for now, said Slippy Crab, who was about to pinch him to death but missed by a millimeter. Whoa, Shadow, come look at this epic bush. It's really cool. Come on, you need to see it, said SoFlo. Yeah, like I'm falling for that one, said Shadow, as he then buried his face in huge goth honkers monthly. It's not a prank, I swear, said SoFlo. Grumbled Shadow. Suit yourself, said Soflo, revealing that the bush contained that damn fourth Chaos Emerald. Ball scratcher, said Jack Jackington, using the pointy end to scratch his nuts. Look, guys, look! Aliens! Said Wario, using his downbeat to propel the bus slightly faster than usual. Bus Mufasa veered so far off course, then managed to hit a cactus and deflate one of the wheels. This is worse than the time that they deflated my horse, said Chris before initiating a short cutaway gag. I picked brown because it's poop colored, said Chris, fading back from his gag. You're a doctor. You go give the tire a prostate exam or something, said Markiplier while ripping up his shirt for no reason other than that he felt like it. All right. Watch and learn how it's done, said Dr. Nefarious. The frame that he exited the bus, Mufasa stomped on the gas while waiting for the repair to be over with. This led to Nefarious having his nefarious nuts crushed by the tire and dying. Ah, fella nuts, said Etika. Bus Mufasa continued the long journey with extreme ease before the bus came to a halt. Seems like we still have a flat. I'll fix it up for us, said the engineer. After about 5 minutes, the engineer started yelling through one of the windows. Why no worky, said the engineer. What an imbecile, I'll handle it, said Zomboss. The frame Zomboss exited the vehicle, the engineer sentry jumped under the windshield, and Mufasa floored it, leaving Zomboss behind, causing him to get banned for 6 chapters. Before he was left, he had enough time to say one final thing. No.
This whole chapter is a reference to the Desert Bus game mode in Gary's mod, by the way.
Oh, okay.
If you fall off the bus, you get banned from the server for 6 hours. So
Oh,
people
that's
try to,
how it
like,
works. Oh,
yeah,
God.
people try and like bait other people to get off the bus, and as soon as they do, they'll drive away.
I didn't know about that.
They'll be like, "Oh, we have a flat tire. Someone should fix it." And then the second they go outside, they fucking just drive away.
That's pretty good.
6.5 hours and several Gluttony OC deaths later, the bus finally got to the other side of unnamed desert. I see you with them dry-ass lips. Don't try and lick 'em now, said Oscar Carl to Constantine. Here, I'll lick 'em for you, said Oscar, licking his dry-ass Muppet lips. Land ho, said Dutchy Flyman. We're here, said Terry. Give me that, said Jack Jackington, taking his GPS back from Terry. Ah, high school. I do not miss those days. Fuck high school, said Shaq as the crew exited the vehicle. As everyone exited the bus, they gained the ability to equip their fists. Ooh, yeah, baby, said Ratbitch, who immediately used it to hold 2 radishes. What is XQC's chat saying right now? Said Toby as he had opposable fingers. Toby is like the worst fucking character in the story. Why? Said XQC's chat. Wow, Toby, that's based. What are you gonna do with those? Asked Kenny. Something I should have done long ago, said Toby, cracking his knuckles and eyeing Amanda's throat. Sadly, Toby is so weak that his hands exploded upon cracking them and went back to being useless fucking paws. That is not Doggers, said Toby. Oh yeah, I can beat my meat now, said Hajime. You could already do that, said Sosuke. Yeah, I know, said Hajime, who then started to wank his whopper. If you guys are done blabbering about your fingies, said a voice. Oh yeah, let's go into the school, said Shaq. Why would we do that, said Creppy. Halt! Nobody gets through me, one of the most mediocre OCs, Batroy. And I'm really buff again, and also alive, said Batroy. I don't see why that would be too hard, said Jenny Generic. Steamy pea, said the spy. Oh, fella, said Batroy as he comedically exploded, making the Reaper part sound effect. Lick my balls, said Sonny Maui, followed by the ringing of the gong. I told you it wouldn't be that hard. We have really OP characters on our side. Unless some plot device were to fuck them over, we aren't really gonna have a hard time on anything other than Nigga Eddie, said Jenny. Shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. You're ruining the story, said Shadow. Boo, said XQC's chat. Why are you booing me? I'm right, said Jenny. I live, said Batroy, coming back as Ultra Super Batroy Deluxe 2.5. Yeah, but just delete him again, said Shaq. I have plot armor, you fool! The chapter would be too anticlimactic if everyone was allowed to fight at the same time. And since this is a school, all of you children have to obey the rules, said Batroy. Ah, but we're teachers, so we don't have to follow school rules, said Mr. Cracker, with all of the teacher characters behind him. Oh yeah? What are you gonna do? Said Batroy. Go to the principal's office, demanded Mr. Cracker as he turned into a mega cracker and banished him to the principal realm. For all for all that talk about anticlimactic, he sure did still go down in one hit, said Yosuke. Said Batroy before being hit over the head with a coconut anvil and falling back into the principal realm. It was a long and hard fought battle, but the forces of good finally took back the high school, mumbled Agolf as he was writing history in his newest book, Our Comp, teaching the values of friendship, dedication, and pure blooded Aryans. We may have taken the high school back, but the real treasure was the gluttony OCs we killed along the way, said Dutchy Flyman. Cheers to that, lad, said Irish Fishing Chad, catching a large striped, big mouth spotted sea coleanth with only a fingernail. What's a penis?
Okay. All right.
Sexy. Alright, boys. Chapter 12. Concentration themed camp. Concentration camp conundrum.
Like the
I was
Goku.
thinking of a different chapter.
Oh.
While things were looking mediocre at best in unnamed city, Agolf's concentration camp was business as usual. Alright, who's next? Come on up, said Hitter, directing a group of fine Jews to the happy box. Below is a picture of the concentration camp's motto hanging on the wall behind them. I beat someone. I kill them. They die. They go to hell. I beat someone. I like the strategy, said Hitter. I like the strategy, Hitter, but we need to speed up production to meet this week's quota, said Mittler, scuttling around surveying the progress. I'd like to see the Jew do better, said Hitter. They can't, that's why we kill them, said Mittler. Oh, ho, ho, laughed Mittler and Hitter like Statler and Waldorf. Hey, do you guys smell that? It smells like popcorn, said Hitter. A group of Jews sniffed, not realizing it was Zyklon B gas causing them to instantly die a painful death. Alert! The enemy has reached the final checkpoint, said the announcer. We have an announcer? Said Stroheim, not realizing that the Nega OCs were penetrating the concentration camp like Lenny penetrates his CD player when he puts a CD in it, and nothing of sexual nature. Everyone ready? Said the medic. I was born ready, said Swastika. Boot up the gas chamber. Shower. Happy boxes, said Principal Slicer with his scissor nearby. Ball squeeze. The Nega OCs began storming the concentration camp like Storm's Mankini storms his chest. The Nega background characters led the charge as they were disposable. Of course this had to happen while Agolf isn't here. Where the fuck did he go? Thought Hitter. Quickly, Johannes Trump leads them into that gas chamber. I want to show you something funny, said Mittler. Okay, said Johannes, going into the chamber. You have fallen headfirst into my chasm of tricks, said Mittler, starting the gas chamber with only Johannes inside. Why didn't we wait for the enemies to walk in with him? Said Stroheim. I really didn't like that guy, said Mittler. It's alright, I didn't either, said Stroheim. Not to mention we have that John guy who was way hunkier, said Swastika. The party is here, said Nega Agolf with Nega Hitter, Nega Mittler, Nega Medic, Nega Stroheim, Nega Swastika, and Nega Slicer behind him. Schnitzel. Schnitzel, it's the commies. They have come to liberate the camp. What do we do? Said Stroheim. Let's practice medicine, said the medic using his syringe gun to do basically no damage to Nega Eagle. If you say so, said SpongeBob, then consuming 40 Benadryls and dying. Get him, Scissor, get him, go ba 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 ba, said Principal Slicer. Unfortunately for him, the level cap was level 36 and Scissor was level 37, causing him to explode instantly. Ooh, I only got an hour for totalitarianism, said Nega Slicer, beating his bald head with a cane. Nega Stroheim did some funny hand fart noise shit because he's from JoJo and it KO'd everyone else. Medic! Cried everyone. In my medical opinion, we are fucked, said the medic. Fuck you, said Nega Medic, using his Nega Medigun to fuck everyone over instantly. In his final moments, Hitter uttered, Egolf, where are you? Do you hear that? It's the sound of poggers, said Medic. The music intensified and healing noised. You can't say poggers, it's racist, said Nega Egolf. It's the sound of poggers, said Medic. Better. .mp4, said Nega Egolf. What the hell is that noise? Said Beardburger, who heard the sound of warm pulsating tofu. Good grief, he's naked, said Schwazdeca. Not just naked, my friend. Vegan too, said Nega Agolf. Falafel, said the tofu mech before shooting a beam from its vegan hot dog cock, destroying the walls of the campground. Fire at will, you morons, said Mittler as they laid fire to the sound of gross wet tofu filled the camp. Eddie would be proud, but it's also a nega character, so no he wouldn't, said Hitter. It's the end of the world, said Medic. What does that sound? Said Schwazdeca. Could it be? Is it really him? Said Mittler. It is Herr Thyler, said Hitter. Egolf Thyler then descended from over the horizon. I have come, my ever faithful Arians, said Egolf. That's impossible, said Nega Egolf. Not impossible, it's just the power of Arians, said Egolf, blasting Nega Stroheim with his Gaster Blaster. It's no use, Rega Egolf. You cannot beat German science, said Nega Egolf. That's my line, said Stroheim. Well, I've failed. Long lives the Fifth Reich, said Egolf, holding a gun to his head. When he pulled the trigger, a really muscly Aryan ghost came out of his spinal column. Just kidding, you retards, that was Evoker, said Egolf, awakening his Aryan Sona. German science really is the best in the world, said Stroheim. Oh yeah, well two can play at that game, said Nega Egolf, pulling out the Nega Evoker. Wait, you're making a big stake, said Nega Schwazdeca. But it was too late as Nega Egolf's brains became a fine red mist. Did someone say steak? Said the giant tofu mech before helicoptering its vegan hot dog and slicing Nega Stroheim and Nega Schwazdeca to death. Okay, let's go. Negas, said Aryan Sona before doing the funny JoJo punchy thing to the rest of the Nega Germans. The Nega Medic Nega Ubered one of them, which caused them to instantly vaporize. I do not think we brought enough body bags, said Nega Medic as he got obliterated by Agolf. We love you, Agolf, said Slicer. Yes, yes, I know, but we must mobilize our forces and go on the attack. If we take out their troops while they recover, they will be too weak to fight us, said Agolf. What an excellent idea, that's why you are leader, said Stroheim. Ready, men? Said Egolf. Jawohl, said Medic. Yes, Führer, said Mittler. Indeed, said Hitler. I love being German, said Stroheim. Sieg to the MF Heil, said Schwazdeca. Let us move, said Slicer. Skizor was also ready because beating Nega Egolf raised the level cap to 38. The rivalry continues.
Subplot.
As you can see, that's why Ryan didn't want to read that shit.
Oh yeah. Subplot chapter 6. Wait, does Ron want to read the next one or?
I just read the last one.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck it. I'll just read it. Subplot chapter 6. Sound of Flintstone car. Deep breath in. Racism. Let's do this shit. If you're racist and you know it, clap your hands. Snaz. Clap, clap. Hey, what the heck, Snaz? I hate race car drivers with a burning passion. Anyway, let's introduce our next guest. Thanks gods he's not a race car driver or a minority. Let's steals your data, troll face. Hey, what the fuck, bro? Sips a glass of water in the most robotic way possible. Hey, Zuckster, what's good? The human life fluid is delicious, thank you. So how are you feeling on such a lovely day? Feeling? Yeah, like happy, sad? I don't understand. Great to hear. On our next topic, do you have any spicy details on the moms of Unnamed City? Absolutely. Data collection is one of my prime directives. Consensually, of course. Nice. Meet me out back when we're done here. The nearest Outback Steakhouse is 6.2 miles sway. Would you like directions? Dinner is a lovely idea. Did somebody say Outback Steakhouse? Crikey, mate, I think they did. Hey, you two look kind of familiar. Oh, are these two friends of yours? Eddie, no. Shall the five of us have dinner at the good old Outback Steakhouse, as it were? Eat there? Crikey, darling, we worked there. He's right, Sheila. Please, allow me to cover the cost of the sustenance. Oh, sorry we didn't ask you many questions, Mr. Zuckerberg. Are you sure you want to pay for the dinner? Of course, buying a human consumable material is the most effective way to get information from them. Hey, I'm not gonna complain about free food. Mark the French trying to roast me. This is quite the lovely $24 haircut gotten exactly 16 days ago you have, Isabel. Would you please tell me the exact location you acquired it at? Oh, you noticed? I'll tell you out on the way there. Lois, I am large file. All right, Toby. Here's something you can't possibly fail at. Killing, disposing of gluttony's OCs, said Avery. Said Toby. And you have two friends to help you, said Avery. What is up, said Keemstar. What's crack-a-lackin', homie, said Gaston. We need to be careful that there's a possibility that one of the nega OCs could live among us, said the plumber. They live where? Said Gaston, before he pointed his tromping boots at the plumber. Plumb my balls, heyo, said Keemstar before the plumber exploded. Side note, who the fuck is the plumber? I think I have dementia. No, it's probably just gluttony being retarded. There goes Kendrick Blair, the biggest ass that ever lived. What a douche. Well, I've reached my Among Us joke limit. Now we can never use that joke ever again, said Gaston. Toby was suffocating because he was failing to breathe in the background. Nice image. Fuck you and your stupid non-transparent background, said Keemstar. I mean, if you squint your eyes, it does look kind of transparent, said Gaston. More like peen sus, ha, shouted Avery before throwing Sergeant Guy like an extra spicy meatball during Just Dance and Ritz Cracker Night at Julia Louise Dreyfus' house. We can't just keep killing gluttony's OCs like that. They're endangered. Now let's go hunt some northern white rhinos instead, said Keemstar. Excellent idea, Keemstar. This is why you're the brains and I'm the everything else, said Gaston before beating a rhino to death. After a brief bit of AFKing at the rhino farm, Keemstar traded all of the horns for emeralds at wrong music cue. The Nibachin. Now we can afford rhinoplasty, and after another bit of AFKing for new noses, Keemstar honked his new clown nose. Here, kid, you try, said Gaston, handing Toby a sphere. Hey, Toby, don't mind me. I'm just a normal old gluttony OC. I hope nothing bad ever happens to me, said Corporal Paraplonk. Come on, Toby, can you do it? Said Avery. Or come on, Toby, you can do it, said Avery. Gaston and Keemstar cheered as well. No, I didn't, said Keemstar. Toby picked up the spear. He's doing it, said Avery. That's my boy, said Gaston. Gluttony OC's this, killing them that. I just want to grill for Eddie's sake, said Toby, using the spear to grill some steak, which immediately burnt because Toby sucks at everything, let alone grilling. Ah, barnacle, said Toby. No, Toby, you did it! The steak you are grilling is Corporal Parablanc's liver, said Avery. It is, said Toby, slowly cracking a smile. It's nice to know that I might actually be useful for something, said Toby. What? No, he didn't. That's just dead raccoon meat, said Paraplank, before Keemstar parabonked him over to death with a mallet and threw his body behind a dumpster. Thanks, Avery. I couldn't have succeeded without your support. I feel like I could do anything now. I could say the N-word in a majority African-American neighborhood. I'm going to go do it right now, said Toby. Haha, you're welcome, Toby. Wait, Toby, no, don't do it. You can't say that. No, said Avery. Toby then walked into the little Mauritanian district of town. Deep breath in. Now, would someone please explain to me what the N-word is? There are lots of words that begin with N, said Toby. Phew, thank Eddie. That could have been a disaster, said Gaston. Yeah, couldn't imagine saying that word, said Keemstar. Is it nitroglycerin? Asked Toby, using the Gary's mod spawn menu to spawn in several boxes of nitroglycerin. What? No, wait, what? Said Avery before an atomic blast destroyed the whole area around them. Unfortunately, Eddie wasn't there to give them plot armor, so Keemstar, Avery, and Gaston suffered serious burns. Ow, said Gaston. Hey, Keem and gastrointestinal fluids. You guys hate furries, right? Said Avery. Right, said both of them. I happen to know a furry that's getting married in a few days, so maybe you could stop that old Eddie by the old Eddie church in, catch my drifts? Her name's Jasmine, said Avery. Not wrong. Now that we've had our time killing gluttony OCs, we should go back to what we're best at Gaston. Agreed. Let's get Roy into the murdering, said Keemstar. But how get there, thought Gaston, thinking in simple sentences to make it easier to think. That's a good image. Ound of Flintstone's car, said Ascor as loud as he pulled up in Raymond's new car with a giant hole cut into the bottom of it. Is that the entire Honda Civic with a hole cut in the bottom? Said Keemstar. Didn't you hear the sound of Flintstone car? Try to pay more attention. That's clearly a Flintstone car, said Gaston, slapping Keemstar. He's right. This is my new ride. It pulls a large amount of bitches, so I don't get to wind up down bad, like some people, said Asgore, before using his comically large fork to remove the down bad button at the bottom of the screen. You know, Gaston, if we combine my extreme speed and the guy's car, we might be able to hunt down that Jasmine creature, said Keemstar. But how will we get him to lend us his car? Questions Gaston. Watch and learn. Hey, Asgore, can we borrow your car? Said Keemstar. Unfortunately, Keemstar had a low charisma stat, so his roll was awful. Absolutely not. This baby cost me a fortune. And by fortune, I mean I cut a hole in the bottom of a random Honda Civic, said Asgore. Hey, Asgore, can we borrow your car? Said Gaston in a much more charismatic voice, throwing an old eyebrow wiggle. Absolutely, one stud muffin to another. Just make sure you get it back to me in one piece, said Asgore, before forking the drip button to get some bitches in the back seat. We can sure as hell try. That's like 981 episodes, said Gaston as they got to the car. Now let's see if I remember how to drive, said Keemstar, sticking his feet through the bottom of the car. He immediately went at Mach 10 through the retirement home, killing no less and 16 elderly people, one of which got to the windshield, one of which got stuck to the windshield. Gaston, that dead old man off the windshield. He's making it hard to hit more old people for bonus points, said Keemstar, coming back from the dead. Eustace just yelled back at Keemstar. No, sir, not getting off this windshield, said Eustace. Wait, wasn't he just dead? Said Keemstar, before trying to use one of the snow scraping things to get him off to no avail. He'll probably just forget he was dead because of his dementia. Speaking of which, throw on some road tunes, said Asgore, firing up the radio from the back. Everywhere at the end of time. Where are we going again? Said Gaston as he got dementia status condition from Persona 4. How did we get here? Said Keemstar, who had run so fast they left orbit and made it into a space race joke. Why can't I remember Gaston's name? Said Asgore. Keemstar backed up, hitting Lupin's car before shooting back into Earth's orbit. Oh, this is the whole album. Shit. Well, fuck it. Let's watch all 6 hours right now.
Yeah.
All right. Whoever's next.
I'll take this one. Chapter 13.
Wait, what's
Yeah.
the picture on top?
Billy from Billy and Mandy as a
Oh, I
chicken.
see. Okay, I see his face now. It was a little too stretched up there, but now I see
There's a
him.
bigger one below.
Yeah, I was looking at that one.
It's also stretched, but whatever.
It-
Chapter 13. Waleed, my beloved. Gassed. Rotisserie is chicken news. Where'd that rhyme with meanwhile? Nega Eddie was straight up nega not vibing in his kissel. I'm so nega full. Slave, fetcheth me my nega calzone, said Nega Eddie, followed by the ring of a comically tiny bell. I'm on it, said Nega Turner, opening the refrigerator to see that it wasn't there because it's in space. Uh-oh, said Nega Turner. What? Oh, said boomed Nega Eddie. It was probably those OCs you hate so much, sir. They stole your calzone, said Nega Turner. Well, I knew that because I'm all-knowing, Nega Smarty, said Nega Eddie, said Nega Turner. Anyways, I'm sending you to the arm cruncher because I'm bored, said Nega Eddie, snapping his fingies. Wait, no, said Nega Turner, but it was too late. Alright, someone go get my nega calzone before I nega nurse you back to health, said Nega Eddie as he turned on his TV to watch some show I don't like because he's evil. Okay, class, today we're gonna be kicking the shit out of Ryan. Kid named Ryan. Oh crap, where's Etika and the gang? I've been disguised as a lamp for the last several chapters, thought the scout. Suddenly, right then and there, the scout's phone rang. What? Who said that? Said Nega Gaston. It's just me, the lamp, said Scout. All right, said Nega Gaston, putting on his fur suit. Hello, said the scout. Sup, Scout, it's me, Etika. Sorry, I forgot about y'all till now. But we're sending over some OCs to help ye. Over and out, said Etika. Thank God, and bring me a sandwich. I'm freaking starving over here. Hello? Hello? Said Scout, even though Etika had already hung up. Hello, old chap, said a random walking pair of breeches who then did a funny little dance and jumped out the windows. He's not nega or anything, he just wanted to appear. Oh ho ho, splendid! The clothes danced like a person, said Etika, who didn't actually hang up. It was just a prank. He then hung up for real. Alright, fellas, get over there, said Etika. Aye aye, said Team Ravi. Here, use this, boys, said Eugene, summoning a granola Formula One race car for them. Thanks for the granola, kind stranger, said Donkey Kong as they hopped in and were over to Nageti's castle faster than Waleed with a riptide trident when it's raining. Prepare for trouble. Make it double. To protect the world from sporaflops. To unite all villains who are number one. To denounce the evils of Negaeti and Gluttony OCs. To expand our reach with both direction and magnitude. Ravi, Victor, Team Ravi blast off at the speed of a cannon. Surrender now or I'll shrink you to next Monday. I love Mondays. Banana Slammer.
I love that image so much.
That image goes hard.
Goes hard. Feel free to screenshot.
Hey guys, I like the updated introductions, but can you shut the hell up? We're trying to stay subtle, said Scout. Don't worry, it's disguise time, said Robbie, who then disguised the group as their nega counterparts. Man, it's good to be back. Oh yeah, said Victor. I fucking love Mondays, said Fieldcar, throttling Nega Urkel Grants, who was a little kid. Wait a minute, Nega Fieldcar hates Mondays. What's going on here? Said Nega Frankazone. The hell do we do, guys? Said Scout. Fieldguard then ripped his jugular out with his rippling muscles. You're right, that is pretty funny, Fieldguard, said DK. I forgot we have a Trump card, not gonna lie, said Victor, holding up the Four of Hearts, which has a picture of Donald Trump on it. Anyways, we need to bust out some OCs that Nega Eddie capture from his dungeon, said Scout. And then we leave our calling card and steal his heart, right? Said Robbie. What? Said Scout. I mean, never mind, let's just do what that guy said Robbie. Psst, said a voice. Who are you? Said the scout. It's me, Kenji, said Kenji. Who the fuck's Kenji? Said Vector. Actually, you're right, none of you know me yet. What? You should still break me out, 'cause I'm a Chad, said Kenji. No, said Robbie. Wait, I hate women, said Kenji. That tears it movie, said Robbie as they watched Killer Bean. Killer Bean then ripped through the screen with style. Killer Bean then nonchalantly opened Kenji's cell because it was unlocked the whole time. Thanks for saving us, guys. I was sneaking in here to see what was up when the clap of my ass cheeks alerted the guards. Long story short, there, said Kenji, blowing up another cell. Uh, Japanese text, said Kira Sakabaru. You're welcome, random squiggles guy, said Robbie. Attention all not Mega OCs. This is officially a jailbreak. Brought to you by Team Robbie Industries, said Vector, pelvic thrusting through a wall. This hole in the wall was brought to you by Oh Yeah Industries, said Vector. How deliciously moist, said Randall Weems. Muslim bookman then walked through the bars by turning sideways. Praise Allah, said Muslim bookman. Here, I'll just blow up another wall, said Kenji. There, said Kenji, blowing up the wrong wall. Heh, you missed that one. Try another, said the prospector. Kenji then blew up the correct wall to free him. Oi, wait, I'm saying that it's an inmate man, making license plates fast I can, said Sam the dancing matzo man. Banana Slammer, said DK, charging up his neutral B to create a juice-sized hole in the wall. Oy vey, liberation, said Sam, feeding matzo to the hungry inmates OCs of the land. Mama Robotnik broke out, using her fat fucking cheeks to sit on the iron bars. Behold, said the Underminer, digging holes for various OCs to escape through. Thank you, said Beetle, escaping with his prison dealings. I've been waiting to say ciao for this place for so long, baby, said Space Dandy. Oh yeah, do-do-do-do-do, said Scaramouche. Help me, please, said Skull Ego, the infinite high school. How the freaking hell did you even get in here, said Scout. I don't know, said Skull Ego. Don't worry, I'll call Spencer. He'll work this out, said Scout. Spencer then sucked Skull Ego out of Nega Eddie's gay baby jail through an interdimensional straw. Looked like that's everyone, said Scout. Gentlemen, said the spy, appearing next to them. It is now, said DK. Another job well done for Team Robbie, said Robbie.
I saw a guy do this in a toothpaste ad once. Ta-da!
Pretty good.
Alright, now how the hell are we getting out of here, said Scout. Good question, I didn't think we'd get this far, said Robbie. Hey, said Nega Robbie, Nega Fieldguard, Nega Vector, and Nega DK. Trump card attack, said Vector, giving them paper cuts for the trump card. Ow, what the fuck, man, that hurts, said Nega DK. Oh, sorry, said Vector. Don't apologize, keep doing it, said Robbie. Don't worry, guys, I got this. Let me show you my Monday motivation, said Field Guy, beating them to a pulp in the shape of an M to show his devotion for Mondays. My immeasurable sexual energy for Monday is an unstoppable force, said Field Guy as he ripped off the side of the castle and hummed into the air at the sheer concept of it being Monday. Everyone then hopped in the granola bus that transformed into a granola bus which took everyone back to Unnamed City. I nega like the immense rumbling I just felt, said Nega Scanty, knee sucks, front and center, said Nega Yes, you're not Eddiness, said Scanty and knee sucks. Status report, said Nega Well, appears those goody two-shoes OCs unsurprisingly and swiftly defeated the last few villains, said Scanty. But worry not, sire, we're sending in Raisin Maria from that one shadow side story to take care of them, said knee sucks. Who the hell is that? Said Nega It's a side story. You'd have to read one of those repulsive Shaq Stay Out stories to understand, said Scanty. Ew. Anyways, send her out, I guess. And send someone to get my calzone, said Nega Yes, sir, said Scanty and Knee Socks as they bumped noggins comically and then left. I wonder what those fools are up to now, said Nega using his all-seeing eyes to watch them. I would, said Jock Jockington as he was interrupted by Sergeant Guy hitting him in the head from Avery's throw. Who threw that piece of paper at me? Said Jack before folding him into a paper airplane and throwing him to the juicer, who immediately crushed him into juice for the Cannibal Mario Bros. Nothing beats a protein shake, gay Luigi, said Cannibal Mario before taking a big sippy from his Thomas the Train sippy cup. Shaq, I gotta pee, said Kronk. I'm also feeling some steamy pee in my system, said in Scotland under Section 293 of the Criminal Procedure Scotland Act 1995. A person may be convicted of and punished for a contravention of any enactment, notwithstanding that he was guilty of any such contravention as art and part only. Relax, guys, we're almost there, and by almost, I mean we've been sitting in the parking lot of the mall for the past 2 hours, said Shaq. Yo, yeah, we're sitting in the hot car to prove that babies are wimps, said Yosuke. Look at him suffer, said Tender, pointing to a baby dying of heat stroke. Put this funny SpongeBob gif in. After proving superiority over the babies, the group exited the car in single file line, which was extremely long, like the line at PAX. Doesn't all this waiting make you guys want to scratch your nuts? Said Haribo. Hold on, I got you guys, said Riley Porter, setting up a camera so that the crew could commence nut scratching. After filing into the mall, the OCs headed towards EB Games to buy a copy of literally everything but Fire Emblem. But look, guys, look, it's all Fire Emblem, said Wario. But in 3D, in case episode 4 dropped before we finish this. Side note, episode 4 is not dropped yet.
Oh damn, that's unfortunate.
Oh god, you're right. Living with Wigga, said Etika. Hey, you guys smell that? Said Schnozmo before taking a big whiff. Smells like used massage oil, said Tibor, who was coated in used massage oil. No, it smells like the smelly smell of another schnoz-based character. And that can only mean one thing, said Schnozmo. Oh no, said Fluzu.
Did you use that same Chuck E. Cheese image earlier?
I guess we did.
Because I
don't
remember
think
the
I would make-
expires in 2016.
Yeah, I remember when you pointed it out.
That's pretty good.
Oh yes, it said Schnozmanda EX. Alright, how many times is someone gonna come back with EX in the name? The joke has gotten older than I have at this point, said Cranko. Yeah, you can't just throw EX behind a name and call it a new villain, said Swanko EX. Schnozmanda then backed up into a wall, which flipped a switch on her back. Oh, come on, you can't just break a perfectly good switch like that. Some of us wanted to play Splatoon 3, said Greg, who was eating all of the appliances. The switch getting flipped caused her to become Schnozmanda EX. Now that's a good villain, said Cowboy Oitert, tipping his cowboy hat. Oh no, she's hot, zapped Mr. Electric as all of his morals exited his body because the villain is hot. Yeah, but you're forgetting one thing, said Constantine before pulling out an entire tank from his ass pocket. I fucking hate women, said Constantine before blowing her up with the tank. Alright, fellas, it's clear that we're gonna need to take back the mall. You niggas, you fellas know how to decide how to split yourselves up, 'cause I've got anime checkers to jack off to, said Etika, grabbing all the copies of Fire Emblem and heading back to the room. My dick is hard, yelled Etika from behind the door. All of the edgy OCs as well as Skullmageddon teleported the hot topic instantly. Me and the boys will handle Spencer's, and of course by handle I mean our shop for sex-related paraphernalia, said JFK. I agree, it would be absolutely imperative that we go, like right now, said Hajime. Hajime, Lenny, JFK, Teru Teru, Yosuke, Rat Bitch, Sosuke, and the other Lenny OCs headed out too. Pizza time, said Papa John, violently shaking because he hadn't said the N-word in a very long time before heading out. Biff. Zap. Kapow. See, I told you guys it would be easy, said Attica. Yes, said Mawini and Suni Maui, whose god powers carried the story and made this chapter not as long. Yo, have you guys tried out this cereal? It's actually bangin', said Cringe Master. Oh, really? Which cereal? Said Attica, who had finished his session of Emblems and Fire. Raisin Bran, said Cringe Master. Ugh, ugh, said Attica, actually vomiting at the mere mention of Raisin Bran. You imbecile! Don't you know that eating Raisin Bran is the summoning method for a horrifying, disgusting, terrible creature? Said Shadow. Come on, it's not that bad, said Cringe Master. You feel a horrible chill down your spine, said Narrator Returns. It's fine, everything's fine, said Cringe Master. Raisin Maria has awoken, said Narrator Returns. Why do I hear boss music, said Cringe Master, being crushed by a giant raisin. Dear God, said Mawini. What, you can't do something about that, said Oscar Carl. You think I'm going anywhere near that abomination? Mawini can do anything but that, said Mawini. Looks like you idiots have left everything to me once again, said Shadow, stepping up. Raisin Bran, said Raisin Maria. Maria, said Shadow in that wonder way that he always does. Suddenly a dark figure slowly phased into existence. It's been a long time, said the newly re-existing man in a shadow suit. I don't need your help, said Shadow. I've been you, I know you, your facade is a scam, said man in a shadow suit. Fine, we can work together again, but I won't like it, said Shadow. They then both get crushed by Gary's mod 1-ton weights made of raisins, snapping all of man in a shadow suit's bones once again. Oh, my back, said man in a shadow suit. What are we going to do? The only two idiots dumb enough to get close to that thing just went down, said Mawini. I can still hear you, said Shadow, lifting an entire 1-ton raisin off him with his chaos muscles. Well, fella, what are you waiting for? Kill that fucking thing, said Etika. I can't. Maria's still in there somewhere, said Shadow. I don't care about family or human decency, said someone who had just burst down the mall's front doors. Is that? Said Shaq. Oh, it can't be, said Carl, who was eating a chocolate croissant and not paying attention to any of the story around him. Was it? Said Mammy. Ah, shit, it's that cook, said Snass. Dad, said Shaq, running into Vincent's loving fat belly. And that's not all, said Vincent, who was eclipsing Jack and Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man, said Pepsi Man's personal choir. Let's get 'em, boys, said the first 2 seconds of this video. Make like a potato and mash, said Wario, mashing the A button to skip the intro. Don't fret, fellas, I got this, said Siva Gunner, throwing on a battle tune. Oh yeah, said Jack, busting into Rocket League style. Pepsi Man, said Pepsi Man's choir before getting put in a raisin rocket and sent to the moon. This made Pepsi Man very angry, shifting him into Pepsi style. Vincent then took a wide stance, a deep breath, and activated Soul style. From the half, bar down, said Jack, calculating his next attack before he even attacked once. Pepsi Man picked up an entire vending machine and started wailing on Raisin Maria, putting it in a stun lock. Ice bucket battle. Not wanting to do it, said Vincent, using his endless ice bucket to blast Raisin Maria, inflicting the frozen ailment. He then went in for a punch, completely missing and falling flat on his back. A slight misconception of accuracy, said Vincent. Indy, I'm taking a rip, said Jack as he conveniently placed Kill the Boss bomb, launching it halfway across the mall, hitting a beam on the roof and landing directly on Raisin Maria. Maria! No, said Shadow. Raisin Maria then died instantly, and all of the raisins in a 10-mile radius disappeared. Sweet release, said Man in a shadow suit. Maria, said Shadow. You'll get over her, said Man in a shadow suit. You know what? Fuck you, unbreaks your bones, said Shadow as he unbreaks all of Man in a shadow suit's bones. Hey, thanks. Anyways, I'm going back to Angola, said Man in the shadow suit, vaping out of existence to get there faster. Dad, where the heck have you been? Said Shaq. It's a long story. Maybe in a long side story someday. But for now, let's just say I joined the Mafia, and now I am more powerful because of French. That's my character development, said Vincent. Aw, me too, said Jack. Pep, said Pepsi Man. Guys, don't mean to interrupt you, but you might want to know that there are some demons in my house, said Klaus, pointing to the twin towers. They're making planes not fly into them. Can you make it so that they don't do that? I would, but they made the morals leave my body because they're sexy, said Klaus. Sure thing, little fella, said Etika. Thanks, said Klaus. You're welcome, said Mawini, stomping him to death. Sorry, I got excited. He'll come back like 9 sentences from now. Alright, gang, they could be in either tower, so let's split up, said Shaq. Agreed. Half of us will take the north tower, the other half will take less north, said Terry. The gang began to move on the towers. Whoa, slow down there, Delirium. That there is the end of the page of the Google Doc. Would be a shame if someone were to push you off, said Skullmageddon. Yeah, said Delirium, knowing full well what would happen next because hint hint he is a gluttony OC. Fuck you, said Skullmageddon, pushing him off the side. Shaggy, said Skullmageddon.
That's a perfect ending, just where the Google Doc ended.
He
No one
died
lined
because he
up.
fell off the side.
I landed the. All right. Who wants to go next?
I will.
All right.
Based.
All right. Chapter 14. Sun Wukong Fossa. All right then. Time to lend these kids our fusion abilities. I'll take this tower with Shaq. You take the one with Terry, Etika, and the rest," said Vincent. "Oh, go nuts, guys," said Jack. "On three. Three." "Jack, is this water cold?" said Vincent. "Three," said Jack. Just let him know if the water is cold or not," said Vincent. "See the ice? It's Hey, I'm numb already," said Jack. "This is freaking cold," said Vincent. "All right. Three, two, one," said Jack. said Vincent. Can you hurry up, Dad? You do this every time," said Carl. "Don't talk back to me," said Vincent, holding a baguette menacingly. /TTS, okay, Google, play You're Welcome from Moana, said Mawini. Everyone in both towers started fusing for no reason other than that they could. "Obama shelf," said Obama and Michelle Obama before fusing into a slightly larger Obama. Obama," said Joe from the Impractical Jokers before getting sucked back into the space race coming soon. Obama.
Obama.
"Hey," said Woodman. "Oh, for my
Uh,
dad's sake," said Avery. "Wanna fuse? It'd be pretty," started Woodman. Avery was already gone. "Well, I think we must do the obvious," said Markiplier. "I agree," said Lord Farquaad. Said E. Just then, the fusion broke and Farquaad was violently sucked back up into space to be in the space race. Still coming soon. "Comes," said Lenny. "I agree with that statement that the fellow human over there just proposed to me. Let us commence, said Mark Zuckerberg. E. Calamitous then fused with Jorgen von Stengel. Yeah, now I am muscle, said Jorganimus. You idiot, are already fused, said Jorgen. Yeah, I know, I just wanted to rub it in, said Calamitous before pooping them away. Finally, we can be whole again, said Sha. Come home, my brother, said Keel. The two then fused to become Shaquille once more. Hey, handsome, said Shaq. There's an imposter among us, and you are sus. I am the real Shaquille, said Shaquille. No, you ain't. I don't have a capital Q in the middle of my name for no reason, dumbass, said Shaq, unfusing them so they had to stop making Among Us jokes. Ethnic mixing. This sounds like it's against the God's will, said Momoko. The Muslim bookman then tripped her into her and fused to create Muslako, which is just her, but after being humbled within Allah's light. Praise be to Allah, said Muslako. God, can you go bomb an abortion clinic or something? All right, who's next? Come on up, said Lenny, adding to his Lenny fusion of every Lenny OC. Lenny, Hajime, Johnny Ratbitch, Jenny Bravo, Panty, JFK, Tito Dick, Yosuke, and their new recruit, and Cranko's little brother, Wanko the VTuber. Hello, Wanks vigorously in 2.5D, said Wanko. Think you can handle it, Shorty? Said Lenny. Just let me in there, said Wanko. Okie dokie, said Lenny as they all fused to form Cum Lord. Okay, my brethren, the time has come. We are going to intercourse that thing, said Cum Lord, pointing at every single female OC who had fused together. Wait a sec, I don't swing that way, said Jenny, exiting Cum Lord and entering the monstrosity containing every woman in Shaq's Day Out. Well, it's not the weirdest thing I've done. Not even in the top 10. I need help, said Panthy. Scratch and fuck the basketball, then fuse to become Ball Scratcher. Ah, that hits the spot, said Ball Scratcher. Block Lewis and Mephiles, then fuse to become dead because Bubble Bass sat on them with his fat ass. We should bring Mr. Waternoose back. Haas then had a heart attack and died. He then fused with Mr. Waternoose while he was dead to bring him back to life. That's not how that should work, but it does, said Silver. I'm alive! I'll kill 1,000 children, said Mr. Waternoose before killing 1,000 children. I needed to get that out of my system, said Mr. Moist Noose. Yeah, but, said Mawini before using his staff to kill 10,000 babies to cement himself as the baby-killing Chad. Suddenly a man in a striped shirt that said Ben approached. Hi, my name's Dad from FNF, said Dad from FNF. What does FNF stand for, said Mawini. Five Night Freddy's, said Dad before Scott the Cawthon showed up from the manhole on the 3rd floor. It's good to be back, said Tito, beginning a second wave fusion of based dick jokes, starting with Edicock. My dick is out, said Edicock before unfusing. Tito and Biggie Cheese immediately fused to become Dick Cheese. Instantly after, he fused with Mr. Ping to become Mr. Pingus. Next was Chad Warden to create Chad Thunder Dick. He slid over to Scott the Cawthon to make Scott the Cock Balls. Then Harry Bow to Harry Balls, Plum to Cum, Dr. Drake Manowar to Tito Dick Mano Wank, and Squish Ward Tennis Bells to Dick Ward Tito Bells. That last one could have been better, said Tito, growing bored after the last one. After several paragraphs of totally meaningful fusing jokes, the OCs in the North Tower, led by Shaq and Vincent, made it to the top. There was a strange humanoid dog tanning himself. Ha, this is the life, my fella, said the dog. Wait, who the hell are you? Asked Vincent. I should be asking y'all fellas the same question, said T-Dog. I'm Shaq. This is my dad, Vincent. Over there is McFrizzlebee. Then there's Shadow the Hedgehog, man in a Kermit the Frog suit. This continued for some time, but eventually he made it to the end. Mister, could you scoot down a little, please? Bon voyage, fuck the basketball, and Johnny Bravo. Yep, that's everyone, at least in this tower. I can list off everyone in the South Tower if you want, said Shaq. Wait, Johnny Bravo? Why do I know that MF's name? Said T-Dog. I got fans everywhere. It's only natural. Flex Johnny. It's probably nothing important unless he's in some rival gang or some shiz, said T-Dog. The Great Hair Club will mess you up, pal. Step off, said Johnny. Before the pig. Pig. Military escalation. So are you gonna throw hands with us or something? Asked Shaq. What? Where'd y'all fellas get that dumbass idea? That's crazy, said T-Dog. I don't know, I was just expecting you to kill us or something because you're a story villain, said Shaq. I mean, technically, but I'm really chaotic neutral. I just want to MF grill y'all, you know what I'm saying? Oh, there's some wacky shizzle going down in the other tower though. Wanna y'all better wanna check on that shit for sure, said T-Dog. Why don't you come with us, strangely handsome looking gangster? Asked AU Toby. I, li- I like your cut, G. I'll do it. And certainly not 'cause I ain't got nothing better to do or some shit. Let's go, said T-Dog. Nigga, Eddie's gonna be so mad. So mad, said the man in the Kermit the Frog suit. Fella Eddie! Ah, hell nah. That fella's a buster. I mean, Eddie is also a straight buster. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with fellas named Eddie. I'll still come though. I like that doggy fella, and I see some bitches back there, said T-Dog, shuffling over to Space Johnny Hose. On top of the other tower, Terry, Jack, and Etika led the rest of the OCs to the top. Vincent! I should have remembered, said Jack. Vincent walked across a tiny beam to get from one tower to the other. Yeah, it's me. I'm not gonna fight you guys, unless you want me to, said Vincent. Let's go, buddy. I can take you anytime. Anytime, said Stony. C'est la vie, said Vincent said, hitting him with a Pepsi punch that knocked him all the way back to the Shackmobile. He was fine, though, because he was so hopped up on drugs that he felt no pain. I told you I was stronger because of French. Anyway, said Vincent. Alright, let's get right to the point, said Corset, who was there the whole time, but nobody noticed him because he was hiding in Yosuke's trash can. Scram, said Yosuke, who continued to dance with it. Happy feet, said Yosuke, dancing at times 5 peed. Perry the platypus, said Shaq. You guys are defeating pretty major villains at an alarming rate. I was gonna fight you here myself, but I don't feel like dying today, or worse. So I'm just gonna leave you with me, King, and flee with my life. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, said Corset, flying away in a Koopa clown car. Be a but Luigi. Luigi, said Me King. Random homeless guy, said Kenny. It you! I never forget face like that, said Dai Lung. Shoot Eep, said Me King. So not funky, said Funky Kong, brandishing his surfboard. Gyo, said Me King, turning into Super Dementio. I am no longer asking you to be about Luigi, said Super Me King, smacking people around. I wait 6 years for this moment, said Dialogue, bringing out weaponized chopsticks or some shit. I trusted you, and you gave me this, said Dylan. Pre-boot it, said Super Meeking, pulling out the banhammer. Below is a depiction of Shaq's toe in 2017. What are we standing here for, fellas? He can't kill all of us, said Etika. Relorded, said Meeking as he reported every OC so that the admins banned most of them from existing, also reverting the fusing privileges. Safe. Safety Zoni, said Meeking. Just then, a 3.1 magnitude and direction earthquake occurred. Oh my goodness, guys, me stomach, said Meeking. A large man then descended from the heavens and with him several Pokemon. The camera then zoomed in on Meeking's face as the big time rush musical cue then played.
Okay.
Between paragraphs, some Gluttony OC died. I don't know. I fucking forgot them all. All the OCs who weren't mentioned after this attend the funeral. God, I miss him so much, said I don't know, Shaq or something. Me too, said Mega Eddie, as they were both instantly teleported back. Unnamed City will never be the same without whatever the fuck their name was. How are you? said Meeking. I am the Big Daddy, and these are my dogs, said the Big Daddy. No, really, who are you? Said Meeking. My name is Principal Gustavo Hamlet Thomas Cornelius Frederico Rock. I and these dogs are Big Time Rush, said Gustavo. Okay, I clearly you know, said Meeking. I don't think so. Dogs, sick 'em, said Gustavo. Kendall, Carlos, Logan, and James all walked into the corner and started smashing unrelated furniture. Kelly just shrugged and Fright Train stood menacingly. This uselessness made Gustavo so mad that he just used Earthquake and Magnitude at the same time, except Meeking happened to be a flying type Pokemon because he's so fly, causing both to do no damage. He's so mid, said Meeking. Fright Train then grabbed Meeking and crumpled him up like a tax form that he wasn't gonna fill out because he's based. Ouch, said Meeking. And then that's the image of Gustavo and his Pokemon.
This Pokemon.
Well, looks like my work here is done. Dogs, roll out, said Gustavo as he began to leave. Hodlit, said Meeking. Didn't you hear me? My work here is done, said Gustavo. Tish and even May for now firm, said Meeking, eating broccoli to become really cold and Burton you Meeking. He was then crumpled up again. Okay, said Meeking, as being truly defeated caused everyone to be unbanned. Gustavo then flicked a menacing glare at Toby, who began vigorously sweating. Hey, said Gustavo as he stomped over. Wanna be one of my dogs? Said Gustavo. Huh? Said Toby. Now it's my turn. Oh, said Dailong, getting ready to kick Meeking while he was down. Sounds like a funky idea to me, said Funky Kong, joining him. As everyone Meeking betrayed slowly crowded around him, Toby stood between them. Move it, you fool, said Dailong. Could you scoot the fuck out of the way, said Mr. Sistup. Guys, what if we didn't beat him up? He was our friend at one point, remember? I'm sure we could use his help in the fight against Nega Eddie, said Toby. That's offensive. I have dementia and can't remember, said Mr. Ping. Come on, he was just a little misguided back then. I'm sure he's changed by now, said Toby. Be a butt leaguey, said Meeking. Well, at least a little bit, said Toby. Fine, but if you make me angry, you're gonna pay, you delicious-looking dog boy, said Dailung, walking away angrily as the rest of the crowd dispersed. Thank you, said Meeking. Yeah, said Toby. No, thank you, said Meeking, giving Toby a small model tank, then following the group out of the building. Avery nodded proudly in the background like a dad. Dogs, I'm bored. So we're gonna follow those guys and see if we can't find the inspiration for a new song, said Gustav. They weren't listening. According to the Big Time Wiki, Big Time Rush Wiki, I'm fucking based, and if you don't listen to me, I'm gonna be based on your fucking graves. Now move, demanded Gustavo, causing them to form a single file line. Kelly made funny noises. Sure, if I treat them better, they're gonna walk all over me. You wouldn't understand what it takes to be the Big Daddy, said Gustavo, leaving the building. Pussy 2, said Obama, announcing it at E3 because it was relevant at the time of this being written. I seriously can't believe we already got news on Pussy 2 before Breath of the Wild 2, said Panty, who was already updating her Pussy firmware. Ooh, yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for, that's what it's all about, screamed Wanko as the mere thought of Pussy 2 caused him to nut so hard it burned a hole in the Federico Bonini couch. All the women then went to the iPussy store to get the latest model, and as such will not be in the next chapter. Gustavo Hamler Rock. Interest. Producing, writing songs, being fucking based. Buffella.
All right. On plot number 7. Who wants to read this one?
Sorry, my internet's kind of crap in the bed right now. I can't
Oh, okay.
really
I'll take it then.
read.
Subplot 7. Beardburger is despotic, Zaint, and Zexy confirmed. I can't fucking do this anymore. What? And welcome back to Snaz and Isabel podcast. Let's welcome our next guest, Vapey the Bear. Sorry I'm late, fellas. I had to use the vape room. Isabel, don't worry about it, Vapey. So what brings you into the story? I don't know. I think I'm due in this chapter in about 10 minutes. All my non-existent lungs are dying right now. So when did you start vaping? So there I am on my flight to Angola to exploit diamond miners when the guy to my left offers me a chuff. At first I'm like, why is he wearing my shadow suit? But then I rip the fattest fucking dart, and the rest is history. I swear to Allah, if I go in our bathroom and it's foggy, all right, now that I've got my gas mask, next question, applesauce. Now we're asking the realest questions. This is real journalism that the media is too afraid to talk about. I'm going to plead the second on that question. The second, that's the right to bear arms. Starts shooting up the room. See what happens when you get political. Quick snaz into the bathroom. It's too foggy. I can't hear you. Snaz. I'm just rattling ya. Hold on a sec. I'll get the Axe body spray. Axe body spray? That shit rank. Thanks for having me on, guys. But I gotta scuttle on over to my subplot. Bye-bye. See you later, Blake Fran. Social good. Is this just the Shaq Stay Outcast? Oh yeah, I see you, Shaq.
Oh, you're looking at it's like an alignment chart we made.
That's pretty good. Chaotic evil. I looked in the middle and I was kind of confused because I don't know who the middle character is.
It's Jenny generic.
Oh, okay, Jenny.
She doesn't really do anything ever, so she's
That makes
trying
sense then. Then I saw the other fucking shadow so low. Meanwhile, in the Man of War subplot, the scientist OCs, the secret agent OCs, and their nega counterparts were having a giant brawl. Also, Jorgen, Calamitous, and some other guys too. No, please, violence solves nothing, my companions, said Spanish woman O-Peace. Shut the fuck up, I'm trying to shake you down, said Mr. Shakedown. You idiot, look what you've done, said Calamitous's head. Jorgen's head then bit his ear. Ouchie, ouch, don't touch my sweet nothings receptacle, you muscly moron, said Calamitous. Mr. Shakedown then felt a tap on his leg. What's huh? Said Mr. Shakedown. Aye, laddie, I seem to have misplaced me gold. You wouldn't know where it would be, asked nega Mr. Shakedown, aka the leprechaun. Yeah, I got some gold. What are you gonna do about it? Asked Mr. Shakedown. The leprechaun then got ready to bite his kneecaps and pop out of his stomach with the gold. When... Hey guys, I'm back with the donuts. You wouldn't believe the line at Krispy Kreme, said Gary Oak. As 4 bikini babes carried him on a futon, everyone then stopped fighting. What the heck happened while I was gone? Said Gary. Hey, look at the guys got donuts, said Mr. Shakedown as everyone bonded over circular frosted pastries. Donut, said the leprechaun, eating nega Darren. Wait a minute, I forgot I had the coconut gauntlet thingy, said Sagmaster, snapping all the nega OCs to a different dimension. I've been wearing it for so long, it just feels like a part of me now. Anyways, back to reveling in my victory. You see, Man of War, I've portrayed you as a soy jack, and if you look to the right, I am drawn as a Chad, which means that we are victorious. You might as well give up now, said Saggy Sag and the fucky bunch, while pointing to a diagram which portrayed him as a Chad and the Man of War as a soy jack to indicate that they had finally won. I mean, yeah, I did it. I fucking did it. I beat Man of War. Ooh, yeah, baby, said Sag Chad. So what now? Said Robotnik. I don't know. I did not think we would even get this far, said Sagmaster, standing in the middle of the war grounds, victorious at long last. Oh, I know. Blow up the Oka headquarters, said Sidney Moist. Sagmaster then snapped his fingers, and it was done. Now what? asked Sagmaster. Blow up Arnold's house, said Sidney Moist. No, yeah, don't do that. Put that gauntlet down now, said Arnold. However, Sagmaster snapped again, and it was done. There. Now we can never be a Man of War subplot ever again. Now there could never be a Man of War subplot ever again. In the history of time. How do you like them apples? Said Sagmaster. He is a pile of goo that can't walk. Vape cloud noises, said Agent V. All right, rule numero uno of my new kingdom, Seg Sylvania. No vaping, said Sagmaster. Sup, guys? I'm just gonna unfuse these two real quick, said Vapey the bear, making his official debut in the story. Wait, what? What are you doing? Stop! 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 Said Calamitous, but it was too late. Vapey used his magical unfusing vape that he got from an interdimensional flea market. Gonna take a shit. No hard feelings, said Calamitous. Oh, these feelings are hard like the last level of Sand Zigzag Challenge. Also, you've broken the rules. Hey, Vapey, wanna help me do the honors, said Jorgen. Sure, let me just rip a fat fucking dart like Bosnia fish, said Vapey. Me too, said Shakedown. Well, even if it was a short-lived victory, it was still a victory nonetheless, and I'm satisfied. Thanks, guys. You're the realest ones. Okay, proceed with the beating, said Sagmaster. Jorgen, Mr. Shakedown, and Vapey then herded all the scientist/secret agent OCs onto a boat. They then beat the crap out of every single one of them. As the boat was floating along, fellow man-o-wars floating in the water gave a salute to Portuguese man-o-war for his services. So where is this thing going anyways? Asked Sagmaster as the boat smashed into a desert island surrounded by Wario. Ball stretcher, said Man of War. Except no, he didn't. He can't speak. Why the fuck is this island made out of candy? I'm Beardburger Master, not Sticky Beard from Kids Next Door, said Beardburger as he waited on the island talking to his producers over his beard-shaped walkie-talkie. Or as the British call it, talkie wanky walkie bin kilometer lift trolley for words. No, I'm not going to hold. I will crawl through this phone and force feed you my tofu if you Juno don't fix this, said Beardburger as he stuffed tofu into the mic. Who are you? Said Sagmaster. He literally just said he was Sticky Beard from Kids Next Door, said Dr. Man of War. 8777778887777, said Ben, trying to get a piece of peanut butter out between the 7 and 8 key. My name is Beardburger, and welcome to the season premiere of Beardburgers Watches Suckers Fight Over Green Paper. The thrilling rehash of... Wait, hold on. Did somebody say something?
I was just saying it's true when you said it. I was getting the peanut butter out of my keyboard because that's
That's what
exactly
happened. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's see. Sorry. Thrilling rehash of the critically acclaimed side stories that was never finished and only had 3 chapters, said Beardburger. Has this guy given you trouble? If so, I'll shake him down real good, said Mr. Shakedown. Get out of here, said Beardburger, like Wario, teleporting Mr. Shakedown back to where the other OCs are. So anyways, you will be split into 2 teams, Oka and the evil scientist OCs. The teams will compete in challenges to gain immunity, and the losing team will be forced to vote someone off the island and walk the dock of cocks and ride the boat of ball stretchers. This will continue until only one is left, and that person will win 1 billion beard burger bucks, roughly equivalent to 1 billion USD. Any questions? Said Beardburger. Yeah, I have several. How come? Started Spag 2. Everyone gets a marshmallow except Spag 2, making him tonight's biggest loser, said Beardburger, teleporting him onto the docks of Cox, and then onto the boat of ball stretchers, and then into an active volcano. The rivalry begins, or some shit, said Vapey the bear, chuffing back an incredible lungbuster. Not for me. I could just poof back the rest of the OCs. Later, losers, said Jorgen. The problem with Frosty Mart. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the annual McUp 500, the winner of which, may I remind you, will win this year's special prize, Nega Eddie's Calzone. I hope you're enjoying the story thus far, because I'm not. Anyways, now that we finished introductions, let's get this show on the road. Everybody ready? Said the Stanley Parable narrator. Oi, mate, just start the bloody race already, yelled Golm. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go, said SPN really fast. Everyone then did a fucking speed. It's December 1st. Is it December 16th yet? Then Mung Dal in one of the snail cars from Chowder. He then took a fat rip of his jewel, causing his coil to become burnt out. Mr. Larry, I should kiss your fucking lips, said Farquad, driving a quad bike, which was basically just a fancy word for car. Hey, that's just lipism, said lipless suit Larry in a spaceship that was put together out of used condoms, hopes, dreams, and a functional spaceship. Yeah, but size really does matter, said Boogregard Dolomite Schlizzetti as him and Lenny, not the face pulled up in literally the entire Frosty Mart. That, said Lenny. I haven't seen pecs like that since Mupp hangout night at Biz's place, said Gex as he drove the Biz-powered car. 22-inch rim noises, said the Honda Civic that Shovel was in. We've got a bone to pick with you, said Honda-san, who had an entire bone brigade in a bone Honda Civic. If we're talking size, I think I've got the biggest car, said Brody Fox, eyeballing Boog. It was true, yo mama was so fat that she violated the rules and as such had to change to Mama Mobile. I used this bad boy to hunt hoes around the galaxy, such as yo mama, said Brody, pointing directly at you, the reader. He is pointing at you. You are scared. What is that? I couldn't hear you over the sound of my solid gold pond, said Quack as his pond made a really loud shining noise. You know that's a little annoying, but man, you should see the interior, said Quack, diving down into his solid gold breakfast nook. He then used his solid gold garage to get into a solid gold duck boat. At McDonald's, it's Quack tonight, said Moonman, betting all his money on the reigning champion, Quack. Yeah, come on, RC Toots and Waluigi, stay winning, said Colonel Sanders, placing his bet. You know, Jigen, I don't think that was the best choice for a car, but hey, it was definitely the most stylish option, said Lupin, from the top of the entire Jesus statue Brazil that they attached several hundred Heelys to. Verbales beatboxed Verbales in the Thanos copter. What is that image? Farquad then pressed a button that spread the thumbtacks all over the course. Some of you may die, but that's a risk I'm willing to take, said Farquad. The SS Johnny's pirate ship then rammed into Farquad's quad, which slammed him off, of course. God, what are you, blind? You could have killed me, said Farquad. The SS Johnny's pirate ship then rolled down the window to reveal that Toots was driving. Toots, roll up the window. We're in space, said Waluis. Oh, yeah, said Toots, rolling it up. Damn, boy, are you frying chicken in there? Asked Waluis, checking on RC in the engine room. Yes, said RC, tending to the air fryer powered engines. Toots then pissed in a puddle to make the funny noise, because air fryers don't make the noise. Why do I have the sudden and uncontrollable urge to beat a space motorist to death, said Gex. Gex then proceeded to beat Chuzzle to death and throw his body off the track. But Irish fishing Lakitu then fished him out of space and put a deflated Chuzzle on his vehicle back on the track. And this is like the funny ball game in Dave and Buster's night, said Gex, as he threw funny giant target balls at the Bone Brigade. Balls incoming. All right, bon appetit. You know what to do, said Honda-san. Bon appetit then activated the frying pan shield, which deflected the balls back at Gex. Owie, this is almost as painful as CBT night at Cock and Ballologist's office, said Gex, gently caressing a framed photo of CBT night. Jigen, you know what to do, said Lupin, which caused Jigen to pull out of an entire anti-aircraft missile launcher from his jacket pocket. He then used it to light a cigarette for Lupin. This is the life, said Lupin, laying back on the Jesus statue's bicep. You know, we could always just attack the other racers, said Jigen, before Lupin used his gross, hairy hands to shush him. Hey, Boog, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but if we don't do something soon, we're probably going to lose, said Lenny. That's right, we're going to have to use my ultimate weapon, said Boog. Boog, we're like 2 minutes into the race. I don't think we... started Lenny before being interrupted by Boog. The H-Bop, said Boog before jumping out of the Frosty Mart and H-Bopping Verbalace. Except they were in space, so there wasn't any gravity to make it hurt in the slightest. This is garbage. Why are we not watching Who's in First right now, said the Stanley Parable narrator. The camera then panned to Quack, who was navigating the race course like I navigated the Filipino tubes back when I was a wee sperm cell. GG easy cope seethe mauled, said Quack, who had his solid gold duck boat on cruise control. Changing battery, said the headphone lady, who was charging up the battery ram Quack off course. Yeah, once I win this race, I'll use my power of the Nega Eddie Calzone to seduce his Chris Moms into having sex with me, said Mr. Stewart, who was admiring a painting while driving. Their ship then attempted to hit Quack with a surprise battery ram. Did I ask, said Quack, as the ram snapped in half after hitting Quack's ship, because duck science is the best in the universe. Battery low, said headphone lady. Oh yeah, I forgot. Watching first is even more boring because Quack always wins. Let's see what else is happening, shall we? Said the SPN. Chuzzle. Yo mama so fast her blood type was passing the SS, Johnny's pirate ship, said Brody Fox. Said RC, which... Wait. Oh, this is all... distortion. Said RC, which intimidated Brody, so he let him pass. Watch out, diggity dog, said Mung Doll, as he also drove by really fast. What is this, Gian? He cut us off, said Waluis. Maybe you guys need to get among some bitches, said Mung, as he did the Macarena at 2 times speed. Chowda, pass me the Half-Life 2 turret, requested Mung. He then used it to shoot at the SS Johnny's pirate ship vigorously. Oh. said RC as he eyebrow wiggled at the turret, causing it to blush and halt its fire. Pass me the MG42, Chowda, yelled Mugdal, but Chowda was too busy burning his girlfriend. Chowda, you've burnt my GF. I'm so proud of you, my boy, said Mung as he got among the crispy GF. I just want my lips back, said lipless Suit Larry. You have no lips, said Verbalace. Verbalace then flexed on him by beatboxing really fast and kissing his homie goodnight. I would smash your fucking skull in, but I'm busy masturbating with my other hand, said lipless Suit Larry, who grabbed a tissue, not because he is masturbating, but because he is sad and that he has no lips. Sad emoji. Speaking of skulls, said Bon Appetit, as he and the Bone Brigade started to speed past the other competitors. What's with this little lady bobblehead? Asked Headphone Lady through the ship's surround sound speaker. Well, I just think space racing is a lot nicer with a pretty bird, ain't it? It tickles me fancy, said Golm. Yeah, look at those little hips go, said Honda-san, who got distracted by the pork hula's dancer and rammed into Boog, who then boogied with the hula dancer. What's this? It appears for the first time in years. Quack is nowhere to be seen among the leaders, narrated the narrator. Not for long, said Quack, shifting into gears of war. His vehicle then started firing nuclear missiles at Gex. Holy Toledo, this is crazier than the pain is unbearable night at Walid's home, started Gex before the nuclear muscles started beating him into the shape of a skin-tight muscle seat. Get got, said lipless Suit Larry. Oh, I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Larry. You're next, said Quack, preparing another nuclear missile. Go ahead, scratch me, said lipless Suit Larry's right testicle. The nuclear muscle then tried to scratch Larry, but his pulsating pectorals deflected it back at Quack, destroying his vehicle. Man, you are one giant lot of cum, said Mung Doll as he tried to pass Larry. I'm Larry. Larry Loffer, said lipless Suit Larry. Unfortunately for Mung, he just rammed into a wall and everyone passed him because the race had Garfield kart physics. Bah humbug, said Mung Doll. Woo, we're in third. Step on it, Waluigi, said RC. Waluigi then stepped onto Toot's ball stack, which caused them to go way too fast and miles per hour. Oi, mate, we're in second place. Now that it really tickles me fancy, said Golm. We are almost at the finish line. Time to celebrate with some bone broth-based soup, said Bon Appetit. I'm Larry. Larry Loeffner, said lipless Suit Larry, causing him to catch up to the SS Johnny's pirate ship and the Brone Brigade. Oi, who stopped tickling me fancy, said Golm. It was the lipless freak. Get him, said the Honda-san, trying to read a book on how to go faster. Fuck you. Oh, it looks like there's a three-way tie for first. Lipless Suit Larry, the Bone Brigade, and other unimportant guys are neck and neck. Who's gonna win? The anticipation is killing me. And the four people in the audience, said the SPN. I'm Larry. Larry Loffer. I'm Larry. Larry Loffer, said lipless Suit Larry. Thought I heard something. Now I may be blind, but I think we're about to come in at least 11th place, said Toots. The three front runners then all crossed the finish line within the same second. Ooh, and predictably, it's a photo finish. Come back when we get those developed, said SPN. Only kidding. The winner is bitchless Suit Larry, said Stanley Parable narrator as Larry passed the finish line first, followed by the Space Johnny crew and then the Bone Brigade. Aw, yeah, I won. Give me a prize, said Larry. Your nega Eddie Calzone, madam, said the British butler, who was then run over by Quack. What? How did I lose? I never lose, said Quack. This prize fucking sucks harder Then I don't suck penis because I'm extremely heterosexual, said Larry. Damn, I guess we just have to take this check for an incomprehensible amount of woolongs instead, said Waluis dramatically. Want to trade? Said Larry. Well, if you insist, said Waluis, swapping the prizes really quickly. All right, I'm rich, said Larry. Congratulations on becoming rich, sir. Would you like to cash in your check right now? Said a banker. Boy, would I, said Larry, thinking about finally buying himself a set of lips. Thank you, said the banker, taking the check. He was then suddenly lifted away by a helicopter. As he rose, he took off his disguise to reveal he was actually Lupin. We got it, boys. Go, 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 said Lupin. As Goemon flew the helicopter out of view. A real shame. But we don't have the funds to give you more money. Have a good day, said SPN. A pair of kissable lips fell slowly from the sky with a note attached, and Larry picked it up. The note read, Sorry for stealing your lips. They were really shiny. We're done with them now, so you can have them back. Yeah, baby, said Lipful Suit Larry. Oi, where's our prize? Said Gollum. Yeah, we worked real hard to get third, said Bon Appetit. Here's the novelty bobblehead that I forgot I had, said SPN, giving them a Skullmageddon bobblehead. It's perfect, said Honda-san. Clacky, clacky, clack, clack, clork, clark, clink, clackety, said Glass Bones Jones, placing right next to Skeleton Hula Girl on a dashboard. You driving 40 miles per hour over the speed limit. Some guy in a pickup truck 2 inches behind you. Hey, looks like we both lost this time, said Moon Man. Sorry, big man, said Waluis as the crew walked over to him. But you didn't read the bets. Spicy chicken sandwich, said Colonel Sanders, revealing that he bet on lipless suit Larry. What? Why wouldn't you bet on your own crew? Said Moon Man. Call it a country boy's intuition, but I never lose my life's work like that, said Sanders. I'm ruined, said Moon Man, handing over the legal ownership of McDonald's to Sanders. You know, I wouldn't actually mind becoming partners, said Colonel. I thought you'd never ask, said Moon Man as he started taking off his clothes. Business partners, said Colonel Sanders, covering his eyes. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind that too much, said Moon Man, specifically not putting his clothes back on. All right, but what should we do? But what should we call it now? Said Sanders. How about Mick KFC? Said Moon Man. That's good enough because we need to wrap this part up, said Sanders, shaking his head. All right, fellas. We got what we came for. We got to get back to Earth before it's too late, said Big Fella, pushing the Space Johnny crew into the ship. Plot, of course, the main plot, the plotted Big Nibba. Yes, sir, said Waluis. I farted and it stank, said Toots. Good grief, said RC. The ship began to navigate towards Earth. Next chapter, we're going to be talking about the pussy. We'll be talking about the pussy. Do you find it amusing that we'll be talking about the pussy? Yeah, we're going to be talking about the pussy. We're going to be talking about the pussy. We're going to be talking about the pussy. X.
We will, in fact, be talking about the pussy.
My balls in 144p. Yeah, I believe it already. Okay, who
We
wants to
probably
go?
should cut it off there, though, because Wally's Wi-Fi is dying.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I think we got
And
a fair
also,
bit.
that was a pretty long chapter.
Yeah, it was pretty long.
And we got through like a fourth of the story.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I guess the later chapters are usually longer. That's probably why we got the first like half of the chapters done kind of quickly.
Yeah. The last 2 chapters are the longest in all of Shaq's Day Out, so they're probably gonna have to be their own reading if we get there.
Oh man, no, I'm not gonna look. That'll be spoilers. Well, all
Yeah, but
right,
next time we will be talking about the penis.
that'll be pretty awesome, and it's gonna be 144p, so YouTube can't flag it.
Yeah. Wait,
How
did
to?
YouTube flag it last time?
Huh?
Did YouTube flag it last time?
I think it just said like there was a copyright notice, if I remember correctly.
Sometimes it just says like there's copyrighted content in it, but they're
Basically
not gonna
that.
take it
They
down.
didn't take anything down though yet, so I guess I'm
Yeah.
lucky with that. I think as long as we don't play like Beatles songs or anything like that, we'd be fine.
Yeah.
Cause I think my fucking the one video I made forever ago, Prophet of Pog, I think that one got a strike because of the song I used, even though it was the lowest quality I could download it in.
Yeah. Some companies are just way stingier about copyright than others.
Yeah, usually like video game songs are fine and stuff, but like it's usually like the
Except
records
unless
and
the
shit.
Nintendo song.
Oh god, fuck that. Yeah, that's pretty bad. All right, I'll let you guys go. Thanks for reading. We'll have to find
Yeah.
another time
Thank you,
to
mate.
maybe not finish next time because you said the last two parts are pretty long, so that might have to be its own part. But
Yeah.
either way, the saga will continue. I will see you guys later.